Come, no sweat the water. All right, the water. All right, Shalom Israel. All right, as we know, right, tonight is the Brotherhood Unity class. Right, I'm going to give everybody a few minutes, all right, till I get up in the class. All right, so stand by for right now. If anybody have any questions, go get your own questions together. Right fast, you die. Hold Revelation, the 9th chapter for me. All right. Okay. Second. All right, let's go get it rolling. All right. Once again, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and type it in. Right. A few things I'm going to touch on tonight. All right. We're going to touch on the last days of time. Right, and prove that we are in the last days of time. Right, and of course, how in the times that we are in today. You give me Revelation. Hold on 1 second. Hold. You got the 9th chapter, right? All right, hold Revelation 9 and 12. All right, Baruch Kashar. And we're going to prove like how important brotherhood and sisterhood is in these last days of time. You understand me? Because it is about to get rough in America. You understand? It's about to get really bad. And what we need to understand as God's chosen people and the ones that actually decided to obey God, these are not the days that we need to be afraid. You understand me? When we read about these prophecies of the last days of time, right? How Esau's kingdom must and will come to an end, so Jacob kingdom can begin. You understand me? So right fast, go ahead and read what I call for Revelation 9 and 12. Baruch Kashar.
The book of Revelation, chapter 9 and verse 12. Mm-hmm. One woe is past.
All right, one woe is past, right? What is woe? Woe is old Quaker English for destruction. You understand me? And when the Lord is saying one woe is past, that one woe is speaking about World War I. You understand me? That passed. And during the time of World War I, we know tons of people died. You understand me? But the most important thing to understand about this woe is that it was prophesied that it will happen and it will come to pass in the last days of time. So now the Lord is saying one destruction has passed already. Go ahead.
Come. And behold, there come two more woes more hereafter.
Now, and therefore, right? Two more woes is coming hereafter, right? We all heard about World War I, 2, and 3. Right fast, drop down to Revelation 11 and 13, right? The Most High God said that one woe passed, right? And two more woes is coming two more destructions, man. And these destructions is so key to understand, because this is how we are going to receive salvation. We will never receive salvation waiting for Esau to give us help. You understand me? Waiting for them to give us a raise, waiting for, them to improve our lives. Life ain't gonna work like that. You understand me? We've been struggling. We've been going through pain. We've been in poverty, man, for over 400 plus years. And we need to understand the oppressor is not our hope. You understand me? But these destructions that were prophesied in the Bible is how we are going to receive salvation from the Most High God. I'm going to read Revelation 11 and 13.
Come on, the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
And the same hour was there a great earthquake,
Mm-hmm.
and the 10th part of the city fell.
God.
And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000,
Mm-hmm.
and the remnant were affrighted,
God.
and gave glory to the God of heaven.
Listen, man, when you hear about earthquakes happening, you understand they give it to nature. You understand they give it to when a tornado happen or a hurricane occur, right? Hurricane Sandy or hurricane this or earthquake that or earthquake this, right? When these things happen, right? When you read Matthew, the 24th chapter, and we're going to get into that, right? It is going to describe the things, the prophecies that will come to pass in the last days of time, and even earthquakes, man. You understand me? When numerous amounts of people are dying, right, because of a plague, right? First, know that all plagues come from the Most High God. You understand me? Right. From the COVID-19, from AIDS, from cancer. You understand me? The Most High God brought plagues to America to help us understand the times and the days that we are in this place called America, which is the last days of time. All right? Read verse 14, Bokashah.
The second woe is past.
And the second woe is past, right? Now, what is that second woe? World War II. Past. We all heard about it. You understand me? It's in the history books. You understand me? So now we read about the first woe, right? Happened, right? Already occurred. And now we're going into the second woe, the second destruction past. Let's read on.
Come. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Read that again.
And behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Listen, America, man, they cannot avoid it, man. You understand? That's one thing about these prophecies inside the Bible, man. Like the Lord said, man, they shall come to pass. You understand me? These written holy scriptures, these lines, these prophecies, they will come to pass. And the oppressive, man, that's why they having, they trying to build up in the air. Right. And I was watching something on the news, man. They about to be charging people $250,000, man, to go out of space. You understand? $250,000. The oppressor is trying to create, mess up in the atmosphere, man. You understand? War, knowing that the day of his destruction is coming. And that day is not a evil day for Blacks and Hispanics and First Nation man and woman. That day is actually a beautiful day for us. Because that day, we will no longer be slaves for the oppressor. And that day, then we will actually receive salvation from all that we have went through, man. You understand me? From not growing up with a father, your mother being a alcoholic, you understand? Your mother being a drug addict. These times are sad for our people. You understand? You look at what we go through, man. In America, it's rough. Then imagine waking up one day and it was just a dream. You understand? That's where we are living, man. You understand me? We are living in America trying to live the American dream, not knowing that this dream that we are trying to live is not reality. But what is reality? The destruction that is going to come to America, so our King, Jesus Christ, can return and deliver his people from their sins. Read that again from the top, please. 14.
Come. Revelation 11 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
The second woe is past.
See that the Second World War happened already. World War II. It's past. It's in the past. Go ahead.
Come. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
See that? World War III is coming. Trying to tell you. Give me Amos 9 and 8, Yediah. It is coming. Listen, and the oppressor knows it. Man, that's why they put in millions of dollars, man, trying to figure out, man, what the hell are those UFOs? You understand? They invested millions of dollars trying to figure out what is going on out of space. What are these flying objects? Flying everywhere. Because they know their time is coming. You understand me? And it's prophecy, man. Right? You got to think about it. If the curses of God came to pass, right, in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, then we better believe that this prophecy is going to come to pass. Did not we go into slavery, man, for 400 plus years under the oppressor and were sold for bondmen and bondwomen? Well, that was a prophecy in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Well, this is a prophecy also. Revelation 11 and 14. The Second World War passed, World War II. But that third woe is coming. World War III is coming. You understand me? Like the scriptures say it, right? Christ, his garment is going to be dipped in blood, man. You understand me? Because throughout this whole war, right, the oppressor and the other nations, the Arabs, the Chinese, all of them going to be coming up against one another. And then in the midst, our King is going to be glorified. And he is going to put these other nations in their places where they belong. And it's only right. It's only right. And I'm going to tell you why it's only right. Because of all the things they've done to God's chosen people. You understand me? They all had a piece of the cream. You understand? That's what they say, man. They had a piece of the pie. You understand me? From the Africans, the Vietnamese, Chinese. The oppressor is just like the head. You understand me? The boss of everybody. But all these other nations, man, they played a part, man. You understand me? And when World War III happened, it is going to be a beautiful thing because we know that the time of Christ's return is coming. It is coming. Like he said, I come quick, man, quickly. You understand me? Our King is coming quickly. Read Amos 9 and 8, Biblical Shaw.
Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom.
Now, why are the eyes of the Most High God upon the sinful kingdom? I'll tell you why. Because America teaches everything against this book. Everything against the Bible. You understand me? From homosexuality to eating that poison, all that shrimp and lobster and all that. When God gave us laws, right? And he also called us, man, to be the bosses. God damn. We just gave it up, man, for sin. You understand me? We gave up real life for sin. And now we have these oppressors over us saying, hey, listen, it's okay to go ahead and eat whatever you want to eat. You can lie down, whoever you want to lie down with. Well, God see everything that's going on, man. He saw what happened to George Floyd. He saw what happened to Breonna Taylor. And therefore, his eyes are upon the wicked kingdom. That wicked kingdom is talking about America, okay? Spiritually, Babylon the Great, okay? The eyes, and one thing about the Most High, right? If his eyes are on you, you better be careful. I'm trying to tell you. Better watch what you do. Better watch what you say. Well, the eyes of the Most High God is watching this evil kingdom. Everything they push, their philosophies, their Islams and Christianity, and all of that poison that they have pushed in our minds and our children for over 400 plus years. Read on now.
Come. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
And I will do what?
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
And that's why the Most High said that third woe is coming quickly. It must happen. I'm trying to tell you, the day of America is about to be blotted out of the book. That day is coming. Nobody will ever live on this country again. You understand me? The Most High God is going to destroy America. And that's why World War III, it must happen. Listen, I remember when I was coming up here dying, everybody be afraid. Oh man, they going to World War III. My mother be talking about it. Oh, they going into the Third World War and all of that and all this. When it's like, man, they flip things upside down.
Right. We
shouldn't be mad. We shouldn't be upset. We shouldn't be afraid. We should be like, okay, it's time. It's time. I'm trying to tell you. And that time is now. The Most High God said he will destroy this place. Let's read on. We had let everybody know where you at.
Come, the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 8.
All right, we're at Amos 9 and 8. Go ahead.
Come. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
See that? Listen, the oppressors, they should be afraid. That's why they are in the air trying to figure out what's up with these UFOs, right? Because they know this Bible, man. And they also know that punishment is coming, man. Punishment is coming for the oppressor. It is coming. They know that they whitewash our images. They know they stole our land, right? They raped our sons and our daughters. And they know that they are going to have to pay, at least the ones that's on top know. You understand me? It was wild during the time of Rome, right? They got together and said, listen, how can we figure out a way to do away with this people? You understand me? And they started to figure out that way. What is that way? If I can get them to not serve their God, but if I can get them to serve 365 gods a year, then I can overcome them. Then I can steal from them. I can take their Jesus. Even today in America, right? Listen, they won't allow us to learn about anything when it comes to our true history. Anything. Hey, let alone the Bible. Man, these Jewish people in charge, man, you think they want us to really know this book? No. Because if we actually learn this book, then we'll know America is coming to an end. And if we know that America is coming to an end, maybe I should live my life as an obedient daughter or son of the Most High God. Knowing that Amos, the Most High said, man, his eyes are upon this evil kingdom and he will destroy it. Read on.
Saith the Lord, For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
You can drop that. Go to Revelation 12, and let's start at verse 10. All right. If anybody have any questions, go ahead and type it in. All right. We're going to go to Revelation. Matter of fact, go up to 12 and 7. All right.
Come. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Now, who is that dragon? That dragon is the oppressor's military. You understand? What does a dragon do when he breathes? Fire. Who has the number one military power on this earth? America. You understand me? This dragon is talking about America and their United States Army and their military. You understand me? Babylon the Great is that dragon. And the oppressor is so dumb, right? Right. And I'm going to tell you why. He really believes he can fight against God. Like, goddamn. You understand me? Like, the oppressor is so prideful, right? Like, Lying saying that Jesus is white is not enough for them. Just not enough. Lying on this book is saying that, okay, everybody great that were written in this book were white. Even the people that wasn't great. God damn, like the Egyptians. Hey, I don't care. To them, it's like everybody was right, white. You understand me? And when Jesus returned, right, the oppressor is going to try to fight God, the angels, and Jesus. Let's read on.
Come. And prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
Meaning what? The oppressor is going to try. How you know he's going to try? Nobody going to just give up their land without a fight. Nobody is going to just give up power and authority without a fight. You understand me? The oppressor is going to fight for his America, but he will not prevail. He will lose. They will lose. And that's why it's so important that this third war happened, man, because the oppressor need to be put in his place. If they are not in their places, then they all the way up there. Okay, when the Lord said, listen, he was going to make us jealous, right, upon a people that's not even a people. The oppressor, they are not even a people. They are a beast, man. You understand me? Only a beast can kill a nigga and put his knee on somebody's neck and not care. And I have no emotions. And I have no feelings about it. Only a beast can do such a thing. And that's why the Most High God, man, John the Revelator, right? He saw these things. He saw these revelations, man. And he saw that the oppressor is going to try to fight Christ and Michael and the angels. Let's read on.
Come. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil.
Now, that old serpent, why is he called the old serpent? Why? Why is that? He said the old serpent, the devil. I'll tell you why, right? He is called the old serpent because he's been around for a very long time.
Right.
A very long time. And the whole time he been around your diet, he been lying, he been cheating, he been stealing. You understand me? That old serpent is that serpent that beguiled Eve in the garden, man.
Right.
Listen, we talking about thousands of years, man. This serpent been around, deceiving people, beguiling people, selling you the dream of America. Hey, you can live this life. They just compromise what you believe in. Just bow down to me and serve me and make me your God instead of the Most High God, Yahweh. That old serpent, man. Listen, he's been a snake for a very long time. And you got to think about it. How you know the oppressor is a snake? Because he's a liar. You understand me? You cannot trust anybody that's a liar. Even today in America, if you can't trust somebody, you say what? They're a snake. They're going to bite me in the back, man. First chance they get. Or he'll stab me in the back, or she'll stab me in the back. That's the oppressor. And they stabbed us in the back, man. They stabbed us in the back, man, by taking away our heritage. They stabbed us in the back by pushing their philosophies and their religion, right? But the beautiful thing about it is that that old serpent is going to be cast out. Right. And that snake won't be able to bite anybody any longer. Just like how we went into slavery, right? How Moses prophesied in Deuteronomy 28:68 that we shall be sold unto our enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. If that prophecy came to pass, then maybe this one will come to pass also. And that old serpent that is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. You understand me? Which why he said, and the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent called the devil. The oppressor is the devil. Why? Because he is the liar. He is the deceiver. He is that man that you cannot trust. Which why the Lord gave us this book. God damn. You understand? Most High said, never trust thy enemies, man. Right. We all know who the enemy is. We all know who been pushing drugs in our neighborhoods, man. We don't own boats. We don't own any of those things, man. We don't own planes. That deceiver is the oppressor. And these days that we are in today, we are going to watch him be cast out. All right, let's continue reading, Diet.
And Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Read that last line again from the top. He deceived the whole world.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
He doing what?
Deceiveth the whole world.
See that? He deceiveth the whole world. He deceived everybody. Everybody. The whole world, the whole society. All societies, man. Read on. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And his angels, man. Who is his angels, man? Anybody that's following after him, man. You understand? These so-called leaders that's in charge, right? Like Christ said, you are of your father, the devil. Everybody that want to follow him and follow his philosophy and his Christianity, they will be cast down with him. Let's read on. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation. Now is come salvation. Now salvation for who? Let me get John 4:22, man. When you read now is come salvation, know that everybody will not receive salvation. You understand me? Like the Lord said, precept must be upon precept and line must be upon line. The people that can receive salvation are the people who God loves, man, with a passion, and not the people who we love, which is white people. You understand me? Black people, man, they don't argue with you about Chinese people being saved. Hey, I don't think I ever heard anybody say, oh, yeah, the Chinese can't be saved. Y'all ain't worried about them, man. No, but when it comes to the oppressor, everybody is trying to fight for the oppressor. You understand me? Especially our people, man. Why? Because we suffer from Stockholm syndrome. You understand me? The Lord said, now is come salvation. And who are those people that can and will receive salvation? Read John 4:22.
God, the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship. For salvation is of the Jews.
See that? For salvation is of the Jews. Let me get Jeremiah 14:2. Now, who are the Jews? Let's know this, right? Okay. If the oppressor can lie about the greatest man that ever walked the face of this earth, imagine what else he lied about. So we can't assume that they are the Jews. We can't do that, man. Why? They lied and said Jesus is white. When the Bible says Christ, had woolly hair, okay? And his feet was white unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. So if they lied about that, then let's just assume they lied about everything. I mean, it's only right. It's only right that we assume that they lied about everything, because they lied about the greatest man that ever stepped foot on this planet Earth. Maybe they lied and said that we are African American. I mean, you gotta assume that. Maybe they lied and said, pork is the other white meat. All right, Isupk, what's going on, Lord? Right? It's only right, because they've been lying since the Garden of Eve, man.
Right.
Since day one. Day one, that snake been being a snake. Listen, and like the Most High God said, right? Him and his angels will be cast out. It will happen in the last days of time, and we are in that time. Read what you have your diabolical shot.
Come, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Now the Lord said, Judah mourneth, right? Now, what does it mean to mourn? Right? To be in mourning means to be sad. To be depressed, right? To be stressed out, to barely survive, right? To be living off of food stamps and welfare, right? So now the Most High God said that Judah is in mourning. Meaning what, right? All right, hold on, I'm going a little too fast for you, right? Judah, what is short for Judah? If my name was Tony, you'll call me Tony, right? If my name was Michael, you'll call me Mike. All right, so now think about it, Israel. Right? It ain't rocket science, right? It's actually pretty simple. If my name is Judah, what the hell you think people gonna call me for short? Jew. You understand? You call me Jew. Nah, I'm good, warrior. I appreciate the water. You call me Jew, right? Now the Lord said, Judah mourneth, meaning the real Jews are sad. Not the people that's in Israel that own the diamond districts. God damn, what the hell they in mourning about, man? They ain't mourn. Hey, they don't gotta worry about, police officers killing their people. Last time I checked, we are the people that gotta watch our backs, man. Even when we get pulled over by cops. Hey, that's a people, man, that's in mourning, man. That's sad. That's depressed. People that don't have a land. People that don't have a father. That never knew their daddy. Family are just, strung out on drugs. Been raped. Molested, man. The real Jews, God said, Judah mourneth. Read on.
Come. And the gates thereof languish.
Now, what is a gate? A gate is used for, nigga, you better stay out my home. I'm trying to tell you. Because if you come in my home, then I may shoot you in the head. If you're an oppressor. So like it. You understand me? If you're a brother, man, I'm going to shoot you up in the leg, man. I'm going to show you a little mercy, man. You understand me? I ain't going to just, pop you, man, right in the back, brother. I ain't going to do that. But if you're an oppressor, right? And if I got a gate, meaning I don't want everybody in my home, right? You may have a dog in your gate. You understand me? So if somebody tried to come over, that dog knows to attack, and kill anybody that's trying to invade his space, right? A gate is used for protection. Now, why is the Most High saying our gates are language, man? Because we do not have real protection. We don't have real leaders, man. We don't have leaders that will teach against Babylon the Great and teach our people that in these days that we are in, it's the last days of time. And Jesus, everybody talk about Jesus, right? Jesus is coming back.
Right.
And I'm talking about black Jesus, all right? I'm not talking about that little sissy white boy we all see on the TV. No lie. I'm talking about a nigga, all right? Nappy hair, all right? A garment on, a golden war belt, a sword, and 200 million angels. That day is coming. All right? Read that again from the top, Yediah.
Come. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
See that? We don't have no protection. Why? Our leaders, they sold out. Read on.
Come. They are black unto the ground.
They are what?
They are black unto the ground.
Come on, man. They talking about color don't matter. Man, what the hell you mean color don't matter? It's all throughout the Bible. Right. They are black unto the ground. So now go back to right fast, Nabal. You go to John 4 and 22. All right, the book of John, chapter 4 and verse 22. Right. So now the Lord said they are black unto the ground. Meaning what, right? Don't let that snake keep biting you, man.
Right.
Hey, tell them no. Hey, do your own research. Open up the book like we open up the book. God damn. It ain't rocket science to understand. All right. And not only are the Jews black, but listen, you open up this Bible, the angels also are black, man. Listen, the Lord said in the last days, he will raise up his priests and prophets of God, man, to confound and to expose this snake for who he really is, man, which is a liar and a deceiver and the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. You have John 4:22. All right, you go ahead and read that nice and loud, brother.
The book of John 4:22. Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, in the hour coming, when ye shall neither in this mountain.
You have 4:22. John, the book of John 4:22.
Ye worship.
Go ahead.
Ye worship, ye know not what. We know that we worship for salvation is of Jews.
See that now? This is Christ speaking, right? Christ said, ye worship, ye know not what. Why? Because everybody trying to be us. God damn, everybody. Everybody want to be black, but you can't. You understand? Which is why Christ, man, is cutting this filthy African, man. Saying, you don't know what you worship because salvation is of the Jews. Any more on that? All right, drop that, right? Let's go to, hold on, bear with me 1 second. We have any questions online, you dying?
No questions online, sir.
Okay, okay. Let's go to Revelation, the 8th chapter, right fast. All right, Revelation 8. Hold on. Oh, bear with me 1 second. Okay. Drop 8. All right, go to Revelation on the bottom. You're going to read it when you get it. All right. Revelation 7. And we're going to start at verse 3. Revelation 7 and verse 3. All right.
Okay. Book of Revelation 7 verse 3. Saying, earth not earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
See that? So he's saying, right? Hurt not the earth, neither the tree, the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the service of our God in their foreheads. Now, right? Now, what do he mean when he says seal us in our foreheads? Is he talking about the microchip? But I don't really hear that anymore. Thank God. Maybe every now and then, but sheesh, right? When he said, until it is sealed in their foreheads, what is he saying? What must be sealed in their foreheads? Come on. Read it one more time from the top.
Come. Saying, hurt not the earth.
Hurt not the earth, right? Go ahead.
Neither the sea.
Neither the sea, go ahead.
Nor the trees.
Nor the trees, right?
So we have sealed the servant of our God in their foreheads.
Okay, meaning what, right? That last trump is going to happen, but not unless these people are sealed in their foreheads. Now, what do they need to be sealed? Sealed with what? Okay, Yadariah, right? Give me Proverbs 7 and 2. Baba Kushal. All right, Proverbs 7 and verse 2. Now, you got to know this, man, because Christ ain't coming back unless these people are sealed. Okay, and if you are sealed, meaning you are protected, right? So when the evil come upon the earth, when it come upon the trees and the seas, right, it won't come upon you because you are sealed. All right. So now we want to read Proverbs 7 and verse 2.
Proverbs 7 and 2.
Mhm.
Keep my commandments and live.
Keep my commandments and live. Go ahead.
And my law as the apple of thine eye.
See that? And my law as the apple of thy eye. Meaning what? The law must be the main important thing to you when it comes to life, when it comes to yourself, when it comes to getting up early in the morning. The law must be the main important thing. And if you have the laws of God, they are what? They are sealed inside of you. They are in your mind. You understand me? And if they are in your mind, right? This book and these laws will protect you from what? Go ahead. Evil. What else? Yourself. You understand me? When you are mad, right? Think about all the terrible things you did when you were mad, right? Right. You got locked up. Why? I was mad. Right. You shot somebody. Why? I was mad. And you choked out your woman and you put her to death. Why? I was mad. Oh, you flat his tires because you were so pissed off. I was mad. Right? I was mad. That's always the excuse right there. A sinner always findeth an excuse. That's in the book of Ecclesiasticus. I was mad, right? Okay. What if you had this book, right? And the Lord said, be ye angry, but sin not. Then imagine how many mistakes you wouldn't make anymore. So now you won't be in prison for 20 years. Listen, a year is a long time. 5 years, you don't know your kids no more. 10 years, your woman, hey man, she didn't marry somebody else. You understand me? Andre then got up in that 2 years ago. You're like, oh, baby, I got 2 more years and I'm coming home. You don't even know. When you get off that phone, Andre is tearing that thing up. Okay? Now, imagine if you had the commandments and you were mad and upset, but yet you said, no, I ain't going to do this. Now the commandments are protecting you from yourself.
Right.
And that's the fight. Okay, of course, the fight is the oppressor, but the fight is also ourselves. When you look at yourself in that mirror, know this, right? Know that Christ is coming back. And we are in the last days of time. And know that yourself is going to try to hold you back from inheriting the kingdom of the Most High God. Which why the Lord said, go ahead, Daddy, please.
Oh, so I have brother had a question on the topic, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Brother, the question is in Zechariah 3 and 8 and Zechariah 6 and 12, he wants to know who the branch is.
All right, let's go to it right fast. All right, he said Zechariah 3 and 8, right?
Okay.
All right, hold on, let me catch up with you. Bear me 1 second. Okay, he said Zechariah 3 and 8, right? All right, go ahead, read it.
Zechariah chapter 3 verse 8. Hear now, O Joshua, the high priest, thou and thy fellows that sit before thee, for they are men wondered at.
Okay, for they are men wondered at. Go ahead.
For behold, I will bring forth my servant, the branch.
Behold, right? I will bring forth my servant, the branch. Let's continue reading.
For behold, the stone that I have laid before Joshua, upon one stone shall be 7 eyes.
All right, so now he's saying, for behold, right, the stone that I have laid before Joshua, upon one stone shall be 7 eyes. Go ahead.
Behold, I will engrave the graving thereof, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will remove the iniquity of that land in one day.
Go ahead.
In that one day, saith the Lord of hosts, shall ye call every man his neighbor under the vine and under the fig tree.
So in that day, right, save the Most High of hosts, meaning the Most High of armies, right? In that day shall ye call every man his neighbor under the what?
Under the fig tree.
Under the vine, right? And
so under the vine and the fig tree.
Come, no sweat. So under the vine and under the fig tree. Now, what is that branch? Go ahead, Dai.
It's like Christ.
Christ is the branch. Now, how do we know Christ is that branch? Please.
Salaki, when I believe it was in John the 7th chapter when they asked, where he go? Will not follow. They thought, and Christ said, they were saying to themselves, will he go amongst the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles?
Right.
Christ is, bringing us back to the Most High, the northern and the southern kingdom.
Right, exactly. And think about it like this, right? Christ is going to bring our what's together. Please. Okay, yes, but not on topic. Nabah. Yes, but not on topic. Go ahead.
The tree.
Yes, he is going to bring our tree. Oh, right there. Keep that on camera. Keep that on camera. Focus on. No, sir. All right. Christ is going to bring our family tree back together. You understand me? If it wasn't for Christ, man, like your daddy said, man, we'd be separated, for another 1,000,001 years. You understand me? So thanks be to our Christ, man, our King. Christ is going to bring the Hispanics and the Negroes and the Haitians and the Mexicans, the Colombians. The Most High is going to bring us all back together. The precept, give me Ezekiel right fast. Right. I think I want the 37th chapter.
Come on.
All right. Give me when the Lord said they should be one stick. All right. That's what I need for this. All right. That's Ezekiel.
We'll start at 15. Sir.
All right. Go on. You got it.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 15. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man.
Moreover, thou son of man. Go ahead.
Take thee one stick.
Take thee one stick. Go ahead.
And write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions.
All right. So take thee one stick, right? And write upon it for Judah and his own companions. On the bar, you pick it up.
And for all the house of Israel.
Read that again.
And for all the house of Israel.
Read that again.
And for all the house of Israel.
And for all the house of Israel. Why is he saying house of Israel? Because we are a family. We are one. Okay, read on.
His companion. And join them one to another into one stick.
And join thee one another to one stick. Right? Meaning what? No more separation. No more being separated. No more, okay, you got our Dominicans in this land, and you got the Negroes in this land, and they hate one another. They battling one another. They shooting one another in the heads, man. Can't get along. Listen, if it wasn't for Christ, man, we'd all continue dying, man.
Right.
We all continue to be a separated nation of people. And that's why it's so evil. It's so evil, right, for the oppressor to say out of his mouth that Christ came for all nations. When all nations ain't separated, we are separated. Black women hate black men. Black men hate black women. Right. Mexicans in Norristown hate black men. That's in Norristown. Why? Because they rob them, man. They take their cell phones and they steal from them, man. We are that nation of people that cannot get along. And Christ saying here, listen, I'm about to put all that to the end. You understand me? Read it again from the top, please. You're dying.
Ezekiel 37:16.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah.
And write upon it for Judah. Go ahead.
And for the children of Israel, his companions.
And for the children of Israel, his companions. Go ahead.
Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph.
Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph. Go ahead.
The stick of Ephraim.
The stick of Ephraim, Apariam. Go ahead.
And for all the house of Israel, his companions.
And for all the house of Israel, his companions. Go ahead.
And join them one to another stick.
And do what?
And join them one to another into one stick.
See that? And join them one to another. Right? Gather yourselves together. Old nation not desire. That day is going to come to pass. Right? So now the Lord is saying, here, right? Listen, they ain't going to be separated no more. Now they will be one stick, one family tree, one people, one nation, and they will all serve one God, and his name is Yahweh. Any more on that?
That was it.
All right. He had a second part to his question, right?
Oh, he wanted to know the
Zechariah 6 and 12, right?
Yeah, concert.
Let's go there. All right, let's go there right fast. All right, Zechariah 6 and 12. You got it.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 6 and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And speak unto him, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Behold, the man whose name is the branch.
All right, so now, behold, the man whose name is the branch, Lord.
And he shall grow up out of his place.
He shall grow up out of his place, Lord.
And he shall build the temple of the Lord.
And he shall build the temple of Yahweh, the temple of the Most High. Let's read on.
Verse 13. Even shall build the temple of the Lord, and he shall bear the glory.
And he shall do what?
Bear the glory.
And he shall do what?
Bear the glory.
And he shall bear the glory. All right, let's read on.
And shall sit and rule upon his throne.
And shall what?
And shall sit and rule upon his throne.
And shall what?
And shall sit and rule upon his throne.
And shall sit and shall rule upon his throne. Go ahead.
And he shall be a priest upon his throne.
And he shall be a what?
And he shall be a priest upon his throne.
And he shall be a priest upon his throne. Go ahead.
And the counsel of peace shall be between them both.
Now, Christ is the king of who? Please.
The king of peace.
Exactly. The king of peace. All right. So Christ is that branch. All right. Hope I answered your question, brother. We have any more questions?
Allah, sir. That was all the questions.
All right. No sweat. No sign Christ. All right. Let's go back to where we were. All right. Who was holding something? Somebody was holding something for me. Hold on.
I think it was a revelation.
Nabal, was you holding something for me, Nabal?
I think I finished it.
All right, hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Hold on. All right, let's go to Matthew, the 24th chapter. Let's go there very fast. All right. Matthew 24, Nabal. You read it when you get it. All right. Matthew 24. And you're dying. Get me in on Ezra, right? I think it's 13 and 5. When the other nations stopped fighting one another and they started to fight Christ and the angels, right? I think it's 2nd Ezra 13 and 15. Right, Baba Shaw. Pull that for me, all right? And Nabal, you go ahead and read Matthew 24, and we're gonna start at verse 1. All right.
The book of Matthew.
Hold on, give me 1 second. You go ahead and read. I'll find you die. Hold on, give me 1 second. Go ahead and read about
Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus went out
Mm-hmm.
and departed from the temple,
Mm-hmm.
and his disciples came to him.
Mm-hmm.
So they slew him the buildings of the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, There shall not be left here one stone upon another.
Okay. Now he said, one stone upon another shall not be left here. Go ahead.
There shall not be thrown down.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. As he sat upon the mountain of Olives, the disciples came unto him,
Go ahead.
privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?
Okay, so he said, tell us, when shall these things be? Go ahead.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Okay, meaning how will we know that Christ is coming back? All right. What will be the signs of thy coming? Read on.
Come. And of the end of the world.
And of the end of the world. Now, when it says the end of the world, right, meaning the end of what? Right, it says the end of the world. Okay, this is it right here. Got it. All right, you hold 2nd Ezra 13 and 30. All right, Baba Kashaw.
Come.
All right, you hold that for me. Read that last line again from the top, Nabah.
Come.
Come on.
Okay. Of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming? And of the end of the world.
And of the end of the world, right? Now, when you read 1 Ezra 6 and 9, right? It says, for Esau is the end of the world, right? And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? Which is so important. Why I brought out earlier about America going to war, right? They must go to war so they can lose their seat of authority. And if I could, right, they shouldn't be an authority anyway. Goddamn, you see what they did to the air, right? The water, goddamn, you can't even get some fresh water, man. Man, the oppressor is so goddamn greedy, right? He done took all the crabs out the waters, man. When a crab is supposed to keep the water clean, like a filter. You understand me? This oppressor shouldn't even be in charge of us. And when you give the wrong person power, they can destroy the whole earth. Even the animals, man. The animals, you read Job, the 9th chapter, man. That chapter is heavy, man. Read that when you get a chance. Listen. The animals will tell you the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Go to the zoo. Man, those animals down there, they looking all depressed, stressed out. It's 110 degrees outside. The oppressor has them out there running around when they should be in the wild. Listen, brother saying, man, tell us, when shall be the end of this world? The end of this wickedness? The end of Esau's world and him ruling God's chosen people. Let's find out what Christ said. Read.
Come. Verse 4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Okay, he said, take heed, right? That no man deceive you. What do you mean by that? Take heed. Be aware. Don't let nobody take the truth from you. Don't let that old serpent, which is the devil, don't let that serpent deceive you, man. No, he's a liar. He's a snake. He's a man that cannot be trusted. This is how we know that we are in the last days of time, when tons of people will be deceived. Let's read on.
Come. Verse 5. But many shall come in my name.
Go ahead.
Saying, I am Christ.
Now remember, right? Christ is telling the brother, right? These are the signs, right? You gotta pay close attention so you get it, right? Okay. How you know I'm coming back? For many shall say in my name, I'm Christ. Who is saying they are Christ today, or they are following Christ today? Almost everybody. Well, we are in the last days of time. For many shall come in my name. Everybody talk about Jesus, right? Hey, if you ask anybody, do they love Jesus? I love Jesus. How many people love Jesus? Me. I love Jesus, right? Oh, but Jesus said don't do this. Jesus said don't get high. Man, in the blood of Jesus, I'm getting high. I don't care. You understand me? For many in the last days of time, right? And the days that we are in today, many shall say in his name that I am Christ. Follow me. Follow my doctrine. Follow my philosophy. Let's read on.
And shall deceive many.
And shall do what?
Deceive many.
See that? And shall deceive many. Read.
Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall hear of war and rumors of war.
Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? Listen, wars must happen. It will happen. If Christ is going to return. Goddamn, you're going to sit home watching CNN. Oh, the oppressor is about to go into World War III. When the Lord said that third woe cometh quickly. There is no way out of it. Maybe if the oppressor can give back this land to First Nation man and woman, then maybe. Maybe if they can start teaching today, hey, Jesus, we're black. We're going to leave America. We're going to lock ourselves up forever, right? We're going to give y'all heritage back. We ain't going to never wear the shield of David anymore. Matter of fact, we're going to give y'all the land of Israel. That's how it's Israel. We're going to give y'all Israel. We're going to go ahead and give y'all land back. I'm sorry. We all going to bow down to y'all, knowing that y'all are the true living people of God, Yahweh. Then maybe we can forgive them. Now, this is the thing, right? Can you imagine the oppressor doing any of that? Hell no. The pride of thy heart, man, deceived thee, man. It ain't no way in hell the oppressor is going to give us 40 acres in a mule, let alone a land back. No. Which is why Christ is saying these things, they must come to pass, man. He said, ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. And we've been hearing of wars, man, for years now. Just know that we are almost in that last trump. You understand me? That horn is going to blow as a thief in the night. And when that horn blows, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, you're going to shed some tears. Like John the Revelator. You understand me? When he saw that Christ was able to open up the book, that little small book that nobody gave a damn about. Know that time is coming. And when that time comes, listen, you want to be pure in your mind. You want to be perfect. You understand me? And that day, you don't want to be making excuses. Hey, I did this because I was mad. Oh, I smoked some cigarettes. Oh, I was stressed out. Stressed out? So because you're stressed out, you want to smoke cancer? Think about that. You want to kill yourself because you are stressed out? Then maybe you want yourself to die. Maybe. I mean, obviously, goddamn, if on the package it tells you that if you smoke cigarettes, it's a good chance you will die. You will die, and you won't be alive to watch your grandkids graduate high school or college. You understand me? You fight that thing that is within you, man. You fight lust. You understand me? Listen, it's the summertime. You understand me? And out there on those streets, I'm trying to tell you, man, it is full of lustful people. Lustful people that has no control, that have no self-control. To serve God, you must have self-control. You must look at yourself and say, no, I ain't eating this because God said not to. I'm not going to go to that place because I know I don't belong there. And how would my brothers look at me if they saw me there? How would my wife or my wives look at me if they saw me in a strip club? Know that in these last days of time, I'm trying to tell you, right before Christ's return, you will get tested, man. You will get tried. Rather it's your anger, rather it's your lust, rather it's your pride, just know it's coming. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Christ is coming back, man. Our kingdom been going for a very long time. But as he is explaining the last days of time, he said, listen, brother and sister, pay attention, right? Don't take it as a light thing when you hear about wars and rumors of wars. Don't take it a light thing when you see kingdoms start to come down and be cast down on the ground. Don't look at it like, oh, okay, it's just life. No, it's not life. It ain't just life. It's prophecy that is coming to pass. Let's read on.
So that ye be not troubled.
You don't be afraid. Precept. Come on, if you get this one right, I'd be surprised. Why shouldn't we be afraid? All right. Why would anybody be afraid? You'll be afraid if you think you're going to die, right? If you've been living your life being a hypocrite, you'll be like, oh man, damn, I know I'm about to die. About to die. How I know I'm about to die? All that weed I've been smoking. Christ is telling us, don't be afraid. But think about it, right? Why is he telling his disciples to not be afraid? Right fast, Yediah. Right, can you give me 1 John 4:18, Baba Kashaw. 1 John 4:18.
Come.
Go ahead, read it when you get it.
Come. This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
There is no fear in love.
Read that again.
There is no fear in love.
Because if you have real love towards God, you won't be afraid of anything. Hey, you won't be afraid of your enemies. You won't be afraid of child support. You won't be afraid of, going outside getting shot. You won't be afraid of anything. Why? Because Moses walked on water, young man. Brothers and sisters. Paul cast out demons, man. Moses' rod went from a rod to what? Anybody know? What did this rod turn into? Go, Yediah. It turned into a snake, man. Come on, man. We are the children of the prophets, man.
Right.
Listen, did not the Most High God let us out of Egypt through a black man by the name of Moses, Mashah in the Hebrew? Let us out of Egypt, man. Let us out. Did not Moses part the Red Sea? We walk through water, man. Perfect love will cast out fear. You won't be afraid. Why? Because you obey God. And obeying God will take away all your fears. At least it should. Or maybe if you are afraid, then you better check yourself. You better make sure, you better see if you're paying tithes. You better see if you're doing everything right. You better make sure you ain't having sex with whores. You better make sure you don't got that lust inside of you. And you show it, but you don't show it when you are in here. You better make sure there is no hypocrisy in you. Because perfect love, you have real love towards Yahweh, then you won't be afraid of nothing. Like King David said, man, I serve the Lord. I'm paraphrasing it. Whom shall I be afraid of? Right. Afraid of what? Oppressor? Of them killing you? Murdering you? Let them kill you and murder you for serving God. And I'll tell you why. They killed Christ, right? Where's Christ now? On the right-hand side of the Most High God. They murdered Stephen. Where's Stephen? Back. They persecuted the priests and prophets of God. Where are they? Are they in the hand of the oppressor right now? La. You have perfect love towards Yahweh. And if you don't serve no idols, you ain't celebrating birthdays. Listen, he'll make your enemies be at peace with you, man. Your enemies, man, they be coming to you like, hey, listen, man, I'm sorry about what happened a couple years ago. You're like, damn, this book is true, man. This book is the real reality. And it's about to be reality for everybody on this earth. You understand me? When our King, Yahushua, Jesus Christ, return, that day is coming. God said, perfect love. Listen, you'll be fine. You'll be all right. You'll live. Read on.
Come. Because fear hath torment.
Fear has what?
Because fear hath torment.
Because if you are so afraid, man, listen, that fear is going to torment you. It is going to torment your mind. Why? Can you imagine being afraid of everything? You don't go to court. Why? Because you're afraid. You don't go to camp. Why? Because you're afraid of losing your job. You don't grow your hair because you're afraid, oh man, they're going to give me that raise or they ain't going to give me a promotion. Are you serious? You're afraid of what? The world? Christ wasn't afraid of the world. He stood up against it, man. And in these last days of time, as an Israelite, as God's chosen people, the sons and daughters of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, what do we need to be afraid of? If you serve God, then you don't need to be afraid of nothing. It's when you are not serving God. When you're not serving God, you better believe it, man. You should be afraid of going to jail. Okay? You should be afraid of going to go party. When the next holiday? Is it Labor Day? When is Labor Day? It's in July, August? September, right? That's the next so-called holiday coming up, right? You should be afraid of going to go party Labor Day weekend and lighting firecrackers and participating in all these parties and all these orgies. Then you should be afraid of death, because death is coming to you, not to those that obey God. Like Christ said, man, I'm paraphrasing it, right? Those that obey me shall never see death. You will live. You will be okay. Read on, Yediah. Baruch Shah.
He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
Read that again.
He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
Now, if you are so afraid of everything, then you better check yourself. Hey, you better do what the Lord said, man. Examine yourself. Man, what could I be doing now that could be a sin? If you can live your life like that, right? And if you can have that mindset, what could I be saying right now that could be a sin? Is I'm talking about my brother or my sister? What is I'm thinking right now that could possibly be a sin? Do I have perfect love? When I find $1, do I pay 10%? A dime? Do I? Do I make sure that I'm doing everything right? Because if you are a scary man or a scary woman, then you don't have perfect love. You understand me? Perfect love, you won't be afraid of nothing. Knowing that you are serving the man that created life and death. Like, goddamn, feel that for a minute, man. Like, listen, you serving the man that said don't eat pork. Serving the man that said that third woe is coming. World War III is coming. Why? So Christ can inherit his kingdom. And so the men and women of God that walk after him will be fine. We'll be okay. Read on.
We love him because he first loved us.
See that? We love him because he first loved us. Go ahead.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother.
Read that again.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother.
Listen, trying to tell you, you gotta dig. Listen, dig. I find myself, every now and then I do it. I don't do it as often, but I used to do this a lot, right? I would write down things about myself, and at the end of every month, like I will try to correct myself in every possible way. You understand me? In every possible way. Why? Because serving God, you must make sure that you love your brother. You understand? You must make sure. And if you are so afraid, right? Check yourself. Check your spirit. Like, are you afraid of losing your job because you're going to tell them you ain't participating in that birthday party? They don't care anyway. But if you are so afraid, maybe it's because you don't have perfect love and you hate your mother. Why? Because she put you out the house when you were so young. Hate her. You understand me? Hate your daddy. Why? Because he wasn't around when I needed him the most. Nobody protected me. And now you don't know, right? But a man of God will. The hate that you have towards your people is why you are so afraid. Because how can a man say he loved God, but he hated his brother, right? You understand me? Our people in the world, right? And our people are so destroyed. I know, like, that spirit can come on you. You understand me? You got to fight it. Like, you got to fight that spirit. That spirit come on you like, man, like you almost want to say, man, F them. Like the Most High almost said, let me cast them out and let me make a nation with Moses, man. You got to fight that spirit of hating your own people. You got to fight that. Because if you don't fight that spirit, the spirit of the Most High God will not dwell upon you for long. All right? It'll be with you temporarily, but it won't stay with you. You understand me? Read that last line again from the top of your diet.
If a man say, I love God.
If a man say, hey, I love God, right? I'm a man of God. I serve God. I ain't eating pork, crab, lobster, right? I'm not doing anything evil. Go ahead.
And hated his brother.
But inside your mind, you won't take your brother to counsel. You won't go to him, he and thee alone. You won't go to your sister alone so y'all can straighten that problem out. Read on.
He is a liar.
He is a what?
He is a liar.
All you doing is lying to yourself. That's all you're doing. You don't love God. You love yourself. That's why life is always about what you want, where you want to go, your bills, your family, your kids. One thing about America, right? And it's so evil. America taught us how to be selfish and not selfless. You cannot be selfish and serve the Most High God. You want to know who found out that the hard way? Come on, man. Hit me on the nose, man. Come on. A brother found out that the hard way. You cannot serve the Lord and be selfish. Go ahead, Diet. Judas, man. Give him a hand. Most High in Christ. Listen, Judas found that the hard way. You cannot serve God and be selfish.
Right.
God damn, you say you serve God, but you don't pay 10%? You got to be kidding me, man. 10% is like it's almost nothing. What is $10 out of $100, you Diet?
Right.
God damn, you spend that on Long Island, man. Man, give the Lord his 10%. Give him his increase, man. Don't steal, don't rob from the Most High God, especially knowing that we are in the last days of time and our King is coming back. You make sure that you don't have no dirt inside of your mind. Right fast. Hold on, bear with me 1 second, right? Hold on. And about give me Psalms 51. 51 and start at verse 1. All right, the book of Psalms 51 and 1. You want to read down to the end of verse 2. All right. Gotta clean yourself up, man. Got to. Because if you ain't clean, when our king return, and if you are dirty, boy, oh boy, it's gonna be a rough day for you. You know, and I tell you this out of love. All right. Out of love, black man and black woman. All right. Read Psalms 51. And I'm gonna start at verse 1, and you're gonna read down to the end of 2. All right. Come on.
The book of Psalms
51 and 1.
51 and 1.
Read.
Have mercy on me, O God.
Read that again.
Have mercy on me, O God.
Now this is King David, man. Right? He said, "Have mercy on me, Yahweh." Read on.
According to thy likeness, according to the multitude.
Thy loving kindness. He said, "Have mercy upon me, O the Most High, according to thy loving kindness." Read on.
According to the multitude of the tender mercy, build out my transgression.
So according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, man. Listen, the Most High God is merciful. The Lord don't have pleasure in death of the wicked. He don't want to kill us. Man, you think the Lord loves seeing us in captivity? Y'all? Come on, man. Man, you think the Lord, up there in heaven saying, man, I want to see them all kill one another. I want to see them all selling drugs and all that. Hell no, man. Listen, the Lord is merciful. And he's so merciful, right? Let me tell you something, man. We can be in captivity today. And we can wake up tomorrow and be in the kingdom of God if we turn away from sin. If we come back to his statutes and his commandments, his mercy will last forever. But even mercy runs out, man. Which is why you better examine yourself and make sure that everything inside of you is correct, is perfect. Okay, read on. So he said, according, unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Only the Lord can blot out your transgressions. What is a transgression? Your sin, iniquity. You can wake up one day and be like, damn, I committed like 5 abortions in the past. I used to smoke weed every day, 24/7. I used to be the weed man and cocaine man and crack dealer and all of that. But only the Most High God have the power to say, listen, you ain't do none of that. But now you got to take your life and not live your life how you lived your life in the past. But now live your life as a righteous man and as a righteous daughter of Zion, knowing when you had power to do what you wanted to do, how you live your life. Where have that led you? And knowing that Christ died on that cross to give us a second shot, a second chance at life, then maybe you shouldn't want to live life how you lived life before. Because you know where that led you, man. You know that it hurted. It was hurtful, man. You understand me? And you should never want to live that life again. But what we all should want to do is not live life for ourselves anymore, but take this life, the second chance of life, man, and you live it how Christ lived his life. He suffered. He made sacrifices. He was persecuted for nothing, and he served the Most High God until the Spirit was taken away from him. If you can live life like that, then when our King returns, you'll be okay. I'm trying to tell you, you will be just fine. Read on.
Verse 2.
Go ahead.
Wash me thoroughly from my iniquities.
Do what?
Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity.
Listen, he said, wash me thoroughly, man. Wash me. Clean yourself up. Don't believe every voice you hear it in your head. Don't believe it. It ain't true. When you open up this book, right? The Lord says the mind is deceitful above all things. Don't listen to yourself, man. You don't got this. You ain't gonna take care of this. You don't know what the hell your life can be today or tomorrow, man. Clean yourself. Clean your mind. Listen, he said, wash me thoroughly, man. Listen, and I'm not just talking about a 2-minute shower. You got to get all that dirt up off of you, man. You understand me? King David is not literally talking about washing up. You understand me? He's talking about getting all that dirt that could be in your mind. All those lustful thoughts, all those imaginations, man. Wash me thoroughly. Read on.
And cleanse me from my sin.
And do what?
Cleanse me from my sin.
Listen, and cleanse me from my sin. Because if he don't cleanse you from your sin, that sin is going to have authority over you. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. If you don't get the sin out, you want to know what's going to happen? The sin is going to get you out, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen, if you don't cast the mote out of your eye, man, before you know it, man, you'll be like a zombie in church, man. All that babbling and all that, not knowing you are possessed. He said, wash me thoroughly, man, and cleanse me from my sin. Read on.
Verse 3. For I acknowledge my transgression.
See, that one thing about King David, man, he ain't lied to himself, man. You understand me? When he sinned against the Most High God, it's a righteous thing, man, to pull, a priesthood on the side, man, and acknowledge your sin. Acknowledge it, man. Confess it. You understand me? Don't try to hide it. Listen, if you try to hide your sin, right? Number one, you don't know God, right? I want to tell you why you don't know God. Because when things start to happen to you, man, we want to know why it's happening to you. Come on, we stupid, man. You understand me? Things happen to you when you don't obey God. And especially if you're talking about being in prison, being locked up. Got a black eye? I got to ask you some questions, man. What's going on with you, man? You understand me? Things happens to you when you sin. Now, this is the thing, right? You want things to happen to you because you are not sinning. And that is the test right there. You understand me? You want to be tested because you are perfect, like Job. You don't want to be, hey, I got DUI, right? Why? Because I was driving drunk. I almost whooped some black bitch ass. You understand me? I was so angry. I'm so pissed off. And now you're in prison for 20, 30 years. Listen, you want to make sure. Don't be sure. Make sure. The Lord said confession is good for the soul, man. You understand me? You confess it. Confess it. And then know that the Most High God, he will have mercy on you. How you know he will have mercy on you? He's a merciful Father, man. You understand me? Like any real man, it's like, if you come to me, you die. It's like, damn, I can't believe he said that, man.
Right.
Like that took a lot of courage, man. When it's like the normal man or woman, hey, man, let me just pretend, I know I'm smoking when I'm home. I know I'm doing this, but let me just hide it, man. Hiding it makes you weak. Right. And it makes you vulnerable for Satan. You understand me? Because Satan knows that you are hiding a sin. How you know? Satan loves the Most High God. And he brought the sin towards you so you can sin. And now this is how it normally works, right? So now you sin against the Most High God, and immediately you start to feel what? One word I'm looking for. Go ahead, Nabah. Guilty. Why do you feel guilty? Please. Because you know it was wrong. And now you're feeling guilty. You don't feel right no more. Damn, man, I messed up. I made a mistake. And now here comes the what? After feeling guilty. Come on. Now something else is coming. If you get this one right, I'd be surprised. After feeling guilty, what is coming? Something is coming after that. Go what? Go ahead.
More powerful demons?
Okay, not quite. Not quite. Not right after. Right fast, let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 4 and 21. You get that for me, Ibad. Go ahead, Yediah.
Regret.
Yes, that's a good one, but not where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Definitely regret, man. You feel that, almost right away. So yeah, that's a good one, Yediah. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, goddamn. It's like the second you had sex with the whore, and it's like the second is over. Dang, that's my wife. I don't even know her. We was only talking for a week. Or like the second you're a woman, you gonna marry some nigga in the world. When damn, now you ain't married to a prophet. Well, that's your husband now. So now you're gonna feel all regrets and all that. Why? Because you wasn't patient to serve God. You gotta be patient, man. You understand me? Read Ecclesiasticus 4 and 21. Right fast on the bottom. You get me James 1 and 15. All right. Read what you have, Ibad.
God. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 4 and verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
For there is a shame that bringeth sin.
Read that again.
For there is a shame that bringeth sin.
Read that again.
For there is a shame that bringeth sin.
So now you feel so guilty, right? And then after guilt, oh man, I can't believe I've done this, man. And now you feel so ashamed, man. There's a shame that bringeth forth sin. Read on.
And there is a shame which is glory and grace.
And there is a shame that's like, oh no, I'm not talking to that sister. Why? Because she's dressed like a $2 hoe. Hey, I'm not going in that house. Why? Because they all smoking weed. They getting high. Now, it's only one way I'm gonna go in that house, right? You understand me? That's how I get them. All right, no sweat. If I come inside the house, no smoking weed, no smoking no cigarettes. You understand? You gotta make sure you have clothes on. We don't do that over here. You understand me? And 9 times out of 10, I buy. Oh no, man, just go home, man. You understand me? We're gonna bring our friends in here because we got weed, we got cigarettes, and all that. There is a shame that bringeth glory, man. You understand? Like a woman being ashamed to come outside looking like a hoe. Man, that shame is good, man. You understand me? There's a shame that bringeth forth sin, and there's a shame that bringeth forth glory. Hey, let me watch what I say out my mouth, man. And be slow to what? Please. Be slow to speak and swift to hear. Hear before you speak. Why? Because I don't want to go on Facebook and Twitter fingers and then go type something. Oh man, why the hell I didn't say that? Because I was I was upset. I was guilty. There's a shame that bringeth forth glory, man. You gotta know the difference, man. Gotta know the difference between the two. Read on, Ibad.
Verse 22. Accept no person against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall.
Listen, don't let nobody cause you to fall. What you gonna say? Oh, you're gonna blame him or her? Well, you're a man, you're a woman. You gonna blame the kids? oh yeah, they want a birthday gift so bad, so I just had to do it. And I just had to, buy him a birthday cake and light the candles. No, you ain't have to do anything. You decided to. You understand me? Life is all about making decisions. If you make the right one, you live. If you make the wrong one, then you will be punished. Read on, Ibad.
Verse 23. And refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good.
Listen, if it's an occasion to do good, don't hold your mouth. Man, that's your brother. I know sweat, man. Tell him, man, you need to put those cigarettes down, man. Man, that's your sister right there. Tell her, hey, listen, sis, you're killing yourself, man. High blood pressure is waiting for you. Diabetes and heart attacks and strokes is waiting for you, man. Don't close your mouth. Don't refrain your mouth. Why? Because you're afraid? Huh? You scared to be criticized? Listen, the Lord said this in the Apocrypha, right? I'm paraphrasing it. He said, don't hide wisdom. You understand me? Let wisdom come out. Because you may think that somebody ain't listening to you, but remember this, everybody has a spirit. Even if you think they ain't listening to you, hey, they has a spirit, man. They have a spirit inside of them. You understand me? Which may take heed, may not take heed. Read that last line again, Ibad.
Okay. And refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good.
Listen, if it's a time for you to say the right thing, say it. Don't be afraid. Stop being a scary bitch. All right? Man, stop being a coward. Have courage, man. Be courageous, man. Show courage towards the Most High God. Listen, if it's a time to do good, to say good, say it. Hey, that's your friend and she's pregnant and she's thinking about getting an abortion and you know it's wrong. Come on, sis. Man, that was your test right there. God damn, do you love the sister? How you gonna keep your mouth shut? Tell her, hey, listen, sis. Hey, I know he ain't around. But my dad wasn't around either. And look at me today. Graduated high school, college, degree, making $100,000 a year. Your father wasn't in your life neither, man. Mine wasn't neither. But they decided to give me a chance. And you take that, man. Even though you may hate the man, give that child a chance because your mother gave you a chance as a single parent. When the time is coming to say something good, to save life, don't refrain your mouth. Say the right thing. Read.
And hide not thy wisdom in her beauty.
And do what?
Hide not thy wisdom in her beauty.
Listen, man, don't hide your wisdom. The hell are you afraid for? The Lord said, what? Let thy light shine before men and women. Let your light shine. God damn, you go around people, who are you? Hey, I'm down to UPK, ISUPK. You understand me? Say the whole thing if you could. Israelite School, University, practical knowledge. Let it shine, man. Why? Because one day, man, you never know, man, who the Lord will put the spirit on, knowing that we are in the last days of time and Christ is coming back. You don't know who the Lord going to put the spirit on to change and to repent and to come back to the Most High God. You don't know it. Maybe he's trying to use you, but you're so afraid, man. You're so afraid. Maybe he should use somebody else. God damn, maybe they won't be afraid. When the time is coming to say and to do the right thing, do it. Drop that. Read James, what I call for out.
Come. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 15.
Right fast, Ibad. You go back to Matthew 24th chapter. You hold that for me, Baba Kashar. Go ahead, read about.
James, chapter 1, verse 15.
Go ahead.
Then will lust have conceived, it brings forth sin.
Read that again from the top, nice and loud. Let everybody know where you at.
Then when lust have conceived,
then when lust what?
have had conceived.
Where do lust begins? Ibad?
In the mind.
In your mind. And why do it begin or begins in your mind? Ibad?
Is it an evil spirit talking to you, sir?
Yes, it's something you saw. See. Right? See it first. Then after you see it, it's in your mind. It's talking to you. It's loud. So loud. The voice is like thunder. Read it again from the top.
Come. Then when lust hath conceived.
Then when lust conceived, right? After all those voices, all those thoughts, right? Talking to you. Read.
Come. It brings forth sin.
It brings forth what?
Sin.
And now your thoughts comes to what? Reality. Now your thoughts is now reality, man. All right, which why the Lord said, don't listen to your simple self. All right, he said, lean not upon thy own understanding, but trust ye in the Most High God. Read on, Abba.
Come. And sin. When it is finished.
And sin when it is what?
Finished.
When it is what?
Finished.
When it is finished. Go ahead.
Bring it forth death.
Bring it forth what?
Death.
Bring it forth what?
Death.
You got to think about it, man. The first time you have sex with a hoe, hey, you may not catch AIDS. Hey, the first time you drive drunk, you may not get a DUI. But when it's finished, right? When you keep doing it, the first time you smoke a cigarette, you ain't gonna get cancer, right? But if you keep doing it 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, now you have no hair. Now you have cancer. Hey, you ain't gonna destroy your lungs the first time you smoke weed, but if you keep smoking weed, and if you keep smoking it, 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 now you get on the basketball court, you like this. Nigga, you know you shouldn't be on that basketball court smoking all that goddamn weed. What the hell you doing, man? Come on, man. Go sit down on the bench, man. Sit down and watch me play ball for 2 minutes. Goddamn, at least I can do 2 minutes, you dog. Maybe 2.5, man, without breathing hard. Goddamn, you get a weed smoking down to 30 seconds. Bro, your body is destroyed, man. Your lungs are cancer. You understand me? When sin is finished, when sin is completed, now you sitting there looking like a dummy, like a fool, man. Like on your diet said, now you are feeling regrets, man. Why did I do this? Why? I'll tell you why, man. Because you ain't have no self-control over yourself. You were possessed by a demon, by a spirit. If you have an addiction, right? And addictions are so strong, man. So strong, right? And if you have anything that you are addicted to, something that you can't stop, right? It may not be like causing you to sin, but it is something that you are addicted to. And if you don't grab control over yourself, that addiction may turn to sin. You may be addicted to food. Eating food is not a sin, your diet. Right. But if you don't grab onto it, now you are a glutton, man. You're obese. And now that addiction, you thought it was just something, you know, I just do it every now and then. Hey, I just do it once a week. Once a week turn into what? 3 times a week. Now, before you know it, every single day, you're like, God damn. Oh, I'm going to stop tomorrow. You stop tomorrow, right? Yeah, I hear you, man. You're going to stop tomorrow when you are tired, man. You understand me? That's just sin completely. Most people will not stop sinning unless you are tired, man. Change comes from being tired. You got to be tired, don't you? You got to be fed up. You got to say, listen, man, I'm not going to let Satan control your feet, your hands, your mouth, your fingers. Man, you guys say, listen, man, in these last days of time, nobody going to control me but the Spirit of the Most High God. Is any more on that?
That's in that verse.
All right, read the next verse.
Count verse 16.
Go ahead.
Do not err, my beloved brother.
Read that again.
Do not err, my beloved brother.
Read it again, nice and loud.
Do not err, my beloved brother.
Do not err, man. Do not err. We're in the times of making mistakes. We don't have no time to make mistakes, man. Paul said right now it's time to awake from out of sleep. Making mistakes are done. I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen, you can learn by listening, taking counsel, and taking heed. Or you can learn the good old hard way. He said, do not err. Read on.
Count. Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above.
Go ahead.
It cometh down from the Father of lights.
See that? The Lord can give you a good gift. And I'm not just talking about money, because Satan can give you a gift too. And it's called money. You understand? You can sell out. Satan can give you kingdoms like he promised Christ. Read on.
With whom there is no morality, bliss.
You can drop that, all right? Drop that. Let's go to Matthew. Matthew 24th chapter, Ibad, right? Matthew 24 and start at 35.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 35.
Uh-huh.
Heaven and earth shall pass away.
See that? Heaven and earth shall pass away. Read on.
But my word shall not pass away.
See that? The words of God ain't going nowhere. I'm trying to tell you. These words, man, like I said earlier, man, these scriptures inside this Bible will save you from yourself. These words can't go anywhere. God damn, who were we without these words? Dead. The walking dead. Heaven and earth, man, shall pass away, but Christ's words shall not pass away. Read on.
Verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man.
Read that again.
But of that day and hour knoweth no man.
What is that day and hour? The return of Christ. And we are close. I'm trying to tell you, when you feeling like enough is enough, like you so fed up, like sometimes you be like, listen, I know I be feeling like this. I be like, I'm so fed up with Esau's world, man. So fed up with our people and how we are so destroyed, man. So torn up inside and out. You understand me? No love towards one another. And then knowing that hope is on the way. He's coming. Now, Satan try to mess with you, man. He'll try to talk to you. Like, listen, it's going to be like this forever. Don't let nobody take that hope or faith away from you, man. And definitely not a goddamn voice, man. Knowing that the Lord said the heart on your mind is deceitful above all things. Don't let no voice take away your hope. Take away your salvation, man. Knowing that we are in the last days of time. What the hell you think going to happen, man? Doubt is going to come. Satan is going to come. Why? Because it's almost time to be rewarded. It's almost. And if you hold on to it, listen, if you stand fast, if you stand strong in these last days of time, as nations start to fall, the Chinese is going to fall. It may seem like they're going to have those little Chinese stores forever. Not forever. You understand me? It may seem like they're going to have Chinatown forever. It may seem like the oppressor is going to have us forever, right? Remember this, right? If Deuteronomy 28 and 68 can come to pass, then maybe these scriptures and these other prophecies will come to pass also, man. And you don't let a voice, you don't let nobody take that away from you. We live in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, man. Are we not? Did not we come to America on cargo slave ships, man?
Right.
Did not they sell us for bond man and a bond woman? Then if they did that, hey, then maybe Christ's kingdom is coming also. Read on.
No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
Listen, not the angels of heaven. They don't know the exact day Christ is coming, right? Only the Father. And think about it, right? Didn't Moses convince the Most High God to not destroy the Israelites?
Right.
He did, right? Well, if one man can convince the Most High God to not destroy the Israelites, then maybe we all can convince the Most High God to bring Christ back soon.
Right.
Are we not the children of the prophets, man? Are we not God's chosen people? Are we not obedient unto the Most High God? Only the Father knoweth, man. Who knows, man? Read on.
Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were.
But as the days of Noah, man, Noah told the people, listen, a storm is coming, right? He's building the ark. He's building the boat, man. Building it. Preparing himself, man. Could you imagine, right, the weatherman say, hey, it's going to be a tornado in Philadelphia. And everybody needs to leave Philadelphia, right? And if you choose to not listen to the oppressor, right, knowing that the tornado is coming to Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, right? And if you don't leave that town, what the hell you think going to happen? Hey, you're going to get stuck in it, man. You understand me? That happened during the time of Noah, man. Read on.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Also, man, that's how Christ's going to return, man. I'm trying to tell you. Christ is going to return just like that, as a thief in the night. It's going to be like, damn, all this pain that we went through is finally over, man. Just like that. Read on.
Verse 38.
Mm-hmm.
For as in the days that were before the flood,
as the days before the flood of Noah, go ahead.
They were eating and drinking.
Noah was doing what, man? Noah was preparing for that flood, man. In the Israelite school of UPK, we are preparing for that flood, but this time it ain't going to be water, man. This time it is going to be fire, nuclear war. World War III, the oppressors, the other nations fighting one another. As the days of Noah, listen, man, they were eating, drinking, having fun, Hennessy, partying, Friday night, Saturday night, just having a good old time. Read on.
Married and giving in marriage.
See that? Having sex, having fun. My life, this is my best life. Man, Noah, man, that nigga don't know what he's talking about. Chilling, eating, drinking, go ahead, relaxing, go ahead.
Until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
See that? Until the day Noah entered into that ark, man. Until that day came. Read on.
Verse 39.
Uh-huh.
And knew not until the flood came.
And knew not until the flood came, man. Read on.
And took them all away.
And did what?
And took them all away.
And did what?
And took them all away.
And took them all away. Read on.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey, that's how the coming of Christ is going to be. Drop down to verse 50.
Verse 50. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of.
Man, what, man? Be prepared, right? If you knew a thief was coming in your home, right, will you be prepared to make sure the thief don't come in your home and take that gold watch of yours, right? If you knew somebody was coming to break in your house and take all your gold and all your money, wouldn't you be prepared? Well, listen, Christ is coming. And if you knew the exact day, like, let's say this, right? Go up to 42 and 43, I buy it. If people thought Christ was coming back Sunday, you die, man, what the hell would people do, man?
Get right.
No, they wouldn't get right. Man, they'd smoke all the weed until 11:59.
Oh, that's what I mean. Get right. Smoke all the weed. At 11:55.
Listen, if you knew Christ was coming Sunday, right? Man, listen, it's gonna be 11:59. You got 10 seconds left. Let me smoke this last cigarette. Last one now. Oh, Christ back. Hey, you see I'm righteous, Lord. Hey, give me my cake. Hey, I was out my yeah. Man, I've been waiting for you this whole time. Christ like this. He's like, what? Boom! Chop your neck off, bro. Just like that, man. Read 42 right fast. I'm about to wrap it up. All right.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 42. What therefore? For ye know not what hour your Lord doth come.
Go ahead.
Verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched.
See that? He'll be prepared, man. Go ahead.
And would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Right. Listen, just what I brought out, man. Right? If you knew a thief was coming, man, you'll be on watch. You'll be on guard, man, to make sure nobody comes to steal and take your belongings. Read on.
Verse 44. Therefore, be ye also ready.
Be ye what?
Also ready.
Be ye what?
Also ready.
Be ready, man. Be prepared. Read on.
For in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh.
Meaning what? That day you lose your faith. Can you imagine being down with the Lord, right? Being down with the Lord. Like all the work you done did. Like, yo, man, I took care of the priests, fed the brothers. You did all that work. And it's like, right before Christ came back, you're like, oh, I'm done. Christ ain't coming back. Yo, that gotta be a nightmare, you die. Can you imagine that? Like rolling with Christ. And the second you then let that voice get up in your mind and you just lost all your faith. Like, God damn, man, like Christ said, man, you faithless generation, checking the mess out of his disciples, man. The second you lost your faith, and it's like, damn, Christ is back. What's the point? The point is you don't know when the exact day Christ is coming back, but we read about these signs. We read about wars and rumors of wars, man. Earthquakes and pestilences, diseases. COVID-19 was prophesied in Matthew, the 24th chapter. We read about those days, and we know this, right? That the day is coming soon. So you be prepared and you watch. You watch yourself, man, knowing that the salvation of the Israelites is coming. And the day of justice is coming for the Black man, Hispanic man and woman, and First Nation man and woman. And with that being said, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Yediah.
Let's give Captain Ahmad Yashar a strong hand. That being said, with the Isupk started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana, rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shut themselves to the world. If you need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother and sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. And after that 6 months, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry, tied to the commandment. You can read about that in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Ma'aisha, which means 10 in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever money that you give, up and coming holy convocation will be the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. First day of the seventh month, Monday, September 6th, 2021. You can read about that in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 to 25. Make sure you go check the bulletin board in the hallway for any events that we're going to have. The Midwest Cookout is next week. Make sure y'all get down there in Chicago. We also have the New York Barbecue. You know what I mean? Next month, August 21st. I believe that's a Saturday in New York. Make sure if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, and scarf. And with that, I advise him to be the same. And if Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. And if Israel, Almighty Shabbat, Almighty, Barak, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shabbat, Yahweh, all our great sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Almighty Shabbat, Almighty, Barak, Yahweh, Shemar, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Yahweh, his hands down, clap the sisters.